Instagram, as you know it, is dead, and I have a theory why. Let's go. What's going on, everybody? My name is Dave Connery. I'm an artist and a designer, and I am not a social media guru. I am not a video guru. What is going on here? Let's get you in a little closer so that, we can actually talk like we know each other. I don't talk about social media very often, at least not in the respect that I'm going to talk about it today, but I have a theory about Instagram. I have a feeling about what's happening with Instagram. Maybe you saw the update from last week where the CEO of Instagram got up on his own Instagram account and said, hey, guess what? You know how Instagram is about photos? Yeah, not so much anymore. He basically just got up there and said photos are done, at least the square format version of Instagram, which probably means that they're going to be making some significant changes in the near future. I'm starting to think that they're going to be going to a narrow portrait style format for photos very soon. That way they can easily integrate photos and videos together in the same feed. Push them through like this, push them through. This is me pushing it through, push. The thing about Instagram and even Facebook is they have never been shy about stealing the ideas from other people. I mean, Instagram basically ripped off Snapchat, it ripped off TikTok, Facebook ripped off Twitter's whole feed thing. Any competition that Facebook has had, they have instead integrated those best technologies into their own. Sometimes in a failure, like IGTV, what even is that? We'll get to that in a minute. And unless you are actively seeking out somebody's videos on Facebook, you're not likely going to be discovering somebody's new content on Facebook. Let me stop real quick and tell you why I'm even talking about this, because it's not really my thing. It's not my bag. I don't talk about social media. But I think it's important for us to understand this, because here we are creating content, hopefully to get found, whether it's for our own personal projects or whether it's for freelance projects. And I think it's essential for us to understand what's coming ahead so that we can be prepared for it now. And being 100% real, if you don't think that video is going to be the number one way that people consume content from this point forward, you're deluded. It's already happening, and it's only gonna get more and more saturated, probably sooner rather than later. But don't worry, camera shy people, I have a solution for you. We'll talk about that in the end. One of the things that Adam Mosseri, the CEO of Instagram, announced in that video is that Instagram wants to provide a more immersive, full frame experience for people. This is what he's talking about. Of course, we're already seeing that with stories and reels and, some IGTV, but really, I think the whole app is actually going to be moving more to the 9:16 format, and images will also be that way as well. That's just a guess. I don't know if it's actually true, but that's my instinct here. In other words, it's time for you to start reformatting all those pictures, just in case. Or don't even bother with the pictures, because it doesn't look like they're going to be paying any attention to that. What's probably going to happen from this point forward is that Instagram is going to be pushing out video content to everybody. Show you all the discovery for video, and pictures may come into play, but if all of the people that you follow start moving towards video, there's a strong possibility you will never see any of their photos ever again. I've already discovered this myself, because anytime I go into my feed or even in the discovery feed, I feel like I'm being pushed video in my face 9 times out of 10. But wait! There's more! Another update they made last week that kind of got pushed under the carpet once Mosseri made this video update is that Instagram is actually going to be changing up their website so that you can upload content directly from a web browser on your computer. They've slowly started to move this direction because they've allowed people to access content and comments on the website. You can also get messages back and forth with people, which I appreciate. I'd rather type on a keyboard with my big full fat fingers than on my phone. I'm just speculating here, but I believe those two announcements from last week are intertwined more than we probably think. If you're anything like me, sometimes you make videos on your computer and then you push them up into your phone or your iPad or whatever device that's mobile so that you can put them on Instagram, put them on TikTok, put them on Snap, put them on YouTube Shorts. And it's a little bit tedious to have to do that. You have to make all the content and then now I gotta go and put it over here so that I can do this thing. I'm doing these daily posters on my Instagram account. I make the poster up on my computer, but then I have to turn around and format it so that I can get it into Instagram on my phone, as opposed to, being able to just upload directly from the website, which would be really cool for me. I think it'd be cool for everybody, but that's just one man's opinion. But I digress to a question. what other format do you know where you can upload video in different times, in different orientations, and have that video go wide to a whole array of subscribers or even new people that didn't even know you existed before that moment? Can you think of any app that actually does that right now? I 100% believe that Mark Zuckerberg wants to eat Google's lunch. They want to go right into that commissary, open up the fridge, take that sack lunch and eat it right in front of him. I think that's what he's wanted from the get-go, and I think that it really bothers Zuckerberg that he has never been able to make a dent into long-form video. Yeah, Facebook has it, but it kind of sucks. Instagram has it with IGTV, and again, it sucks. IGTV only sucked because it was unexpected for the moment. We were always thinking about pictures and short-form video at the time, and you're trying to tell me you want to introduce long-form video on Instagram? Get out of here. I've got other pictures I want to look at. I believe Facebook really wants to start digging into Google's market share when it comes to video, and I think they understand that the only place that's likely going to happen is on Instagram. YouTube probably doesn't have much to worry about just yet, but because they've integrated shorts and they're really trying to hustle in on that territory right now, I believe they see what the writing on the wall. That Susan Wojcicki lady, she's no dummy. She knows exactly what's happening. It's going to be interesting to see these two juggernauts go at each other, because I think the people that benefit the most will be, number one, us creators, because I think that once Facebook recognizes that people are not going to jump from the YouTube platform until they start paying money, then, you know, Facebook's never going to take over. They'll never take supremacy of video until they start dishing out the ducats. I don't even know what a ducat is, but I would take it if Instagram was giving it to me. No other platform has been as serious about paying its creators than YouTube. None. Facebook isn't doing it. Instagram is definitely not doing it. TikTok has their creator program, but it's like, I made $16 on the TikTok creator program over the last year and a half. So now the real talk. What does it mean for people like you? What does it mean for the people who are a little bit camera shy? They don't actually want to be on camera. They still just want to post pictures up on Instagram and just be okay with that. If all you're looking to do is post pictures up on Instagram and try to get found, it's going to be way, way, way more difficult. Does it mean you have to go and start doing reels where you dance to stupid songs, do stupid tricks with cups and dice and pranks on your spouse or your parents or whatever? Is that the future? I don't think so. I don't think that everybody has to be on camera face to face like I like to get all up in your face. I think that there are ways to integrate video into your work just like you're doing now. You just have to open your mind to the possibility. It doesn't necessarily mean you have to be on camera if you don't want to be. You might want to lean into that, try it, test it, see how it does, and be okay with sucking for a while, because let me tell you what, you go back to some of my original videos, I sucked pretty bad, but I was willing to take the shot, and here I am now. I probably still suck, but compared to where I was, I'm way better. Do screen caps where you do time lapses of your videos. I've done that a number of times. Go and record yourself talking about the work, doing the process. Do studio shares of everything that you've got going on in your studio. Maybe only shoot point of view where you're always looking at whatever it is that you're trying to talk about, and maybe make that your thing. Get yourself one of these things so you can do an overhead, you know, like, hey, here's my art down, my art's down here, and there's the camera, and I'm drawing while you could see me drawing. And once in a while, step outside your comfort zone and try to film a little bit differently. God, would you get off me? Video is the future. That's not gonna change. It's always gonna be here. It's always gonna be ever expanding. And the technology that comes in the future will only make the whole immersive experience even more immersive and more rich and more up in your grill. Now is the time to start looking at the work that you produce, the stuff that you share on the different platforms, and figure out, how could I show this in video format? How can I turn what I do now into some sort of motion graphic video MOV file? Listen, I'm going to ask this question right now, and I already know 99% of the answers that I'm going to get in the comments, and I'm going to ask you to be objective when you answer. How do you feel about this Instagram change and what I'm talking about the future will be? It's not determined already, but I'm pretty sure this is where we're headed. Hit me down in the comments below about your thoughts, and while you're headed down there, hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't done so, hit the bell, and you never want to miss a thing. I'm out of here. Be good today, being better tomorrow. See ya. Watch these videos.